BJP bosses poll Bugle in Karnataka. Saffron campaign in full swing. Will Bribegate bomb BJP's chances? Explosive war of words gets bigger. State of War Karnataka, top focus on 6 p.m. Prime.
That's our top focus right here on 6 p.m. Prime. I'm Nabila Jamal. Karnataka goes to elections in barely a month and a half, and the excitement builds up as JP Nadda, the national BJP president, arrives in Bengaluru for a huge campaign trail, taking you through those images. The headlines first. Liquor scam accused in BRS MLC K. Kavita's first interview with India Today right after ED summons says that she has never met Manish Sisodia's aide Vijay Nair. Claims that this is the BJP's bid to block the BRS's 2024 campaign.
Okay, if they have my name, they can present the evidence to the court. Why do the media drama? That is all I'm saying. Why do they want to leak a report every day? Why do they want to drag my name and then say, next we'll arrest Kavita? Arre, arrest kar lo bhaiya, tumhara kuch hai, evidence hai, kuch hai to kar lo.
Jailed ex-Aam Aadmi Party ministers Manish Sisodia and Satyendra Jain have been replaced. New ministers Atishi and Saurabh Bhardwaj to take charge of key portfolios like education, power, water and health. Prime Minister Modi and Australian counterpart Albanese take a lap of honour in Narendra Modi Stadium at the start of the 4th India-Australia test. Confer test caps to the test captains.
Over the years, there have been so many instances where a compelling one-on-one exchange.
And BJP slams Rahul for unfulfilled UPA-era promises. Prahlad Joshi says there was no electricity in many parts of the country, which led to an increase of population. Widows of Pulwama braves stage a protest in Jaipur after assault from Rajasthan cops. The anger mounts against Gehlot government. BJP says the Congress has betrayed Pulwama heroes. An actor and director, Satish Kaushik, passes away at the age of 67 owing to a heart attack. Tributes pouring in from Bollywood fraternity.
Best opportunity.
घंटा opportunity है.
All right, as we focus on Karnataka and the election excitement there, we see a setback coming in for the ruling BJP in Karnataka. At this point, a very senior MLC, a BJP prominent face, Puttanna, is all set to join the Congress. He's likely to contest polls on a Congress ticket. Puttanna, we believe, has been mulling over joining the Congress for a while now, and we hear he was disgruntled over being denied a ticket from the BJP, and it appears that the ticket has been promised by the Congress party to Puttanna, and therefore he now decides to jump ship right at the fag end. Well, we're just closer to the election. Puttanna, who seems like an integral man in ensuring the BJP came to power in Karnataka. He's been quite a front face for the BJP, but has struggled to find a ticket in Bengaluru city. And it appears that he's been promised by the Congress party that he will get a ticket for 2023 to contest these polls, assembly polls this time. Puttanna has been promised by the Congress, is what we hear from sources. But let me cut across to our correspondent, Sagai Raj, for more on that. Sagai, Puttanna, a face who was integral in ensuring that the BJP came to power here, toppling the JDS and the Congress coalition. He has been struggling for a ticket. He's been claiming that BJP has, not treated him the way he should be, etc. From the last 6 months, we believe he's been struggling and now finally decides to jump ship. Tell us more. Sagai Raj, please go on. Sagai, if you're with me, all right, we're going to try and patch Sagai's connection, but here is BJP MLC Puttanna, who's been asking for a ticket to contest in 2023 and now decides to join the Congress because he's been promised a ticket there. Of course, at this point, this comes as a setback to the BJP, as we see that a few netas have already decided to ditch the BJP and join the Congress right at the crucial time, a month ahead of election. Sagai, if you're with me, please go on. How important is Puttana? We believe he was actually integral in ensuring the BJP came to power, toppling the Congress and JDS coalition.
Absolutely, and this particular leader will have an impact on this particular election because Puttana was one of the strongest leaders who is likely to join the Congress anytime soon, and definitely there are many speculation that apart from him there are several sitting MLAs and ministers are expected to join a Congress in the days to come. And what we also get to learn is Puttana joining will definitely help Congress in old Mysuru region.
All right. Stay with us, Sagai. At this point, we see the BJP really upping their campaign. Ahead of the state polls in the state of War, Karnataka, BJP chief JP Nadda is right now in the state, the election-bound state. In fact, JP Nadda will be in Bengaluru itself to participate in a public meet and hold a massive roadshow as part of the party's Vijay Sankalp Yatra. After receiving a welcome from the party's women workers near Ganapati Temple at KR Puram, JP Nadda will take part in a roadshow leading to the government college grounds to address a public gathering. Chief Minister Basuraj Bommai, the state BJP President Nalin Kumar Katil and several other ministers in the state cabinet are likely to take part in this public meeting. Meanwhile, ahead of the much-awaited polls, BJP and the Congress now continue to be at loggerheads. A day after claiming that surveys indicated that the Congress is projected to win over 140 out of the total 224 seats, Congress State President D.K. Shivkumar has said that BJP will not cross even 65-seat mark in the assembly polls. The tally may even come down to 40, he says. Now, let me take you through the 10 big concerns for the BJP at this point. Of course, the BJP will be pushing to ensure B.S. Yediyurappa 100% active participation in this poll campaign, considering that they've now gone back from Basuraj Bommai to Yediyurappa, making him the main face. What role to give B.S. Yediyurappa's son Vijayendra? Now, as much as the BJP claims that they're against dynasty politics, B.S. Yediyurappa, who's a tall politician within the BJP, his son is obviously looking for a space. BJP is now in a dilemma there. How to counter corruption charges against the party netas? This is something that the Congress has been using as ammunition. Their campaign on BJP being a 40% Sarkar has been emboldened with the recent corruption charges against the BJP's own MLA, Virupakshappa. And of course, how will Janardhan Reddy's party damage the BJP? Is there any influence of third parties, apart from the JDS, of course, which is certainly important in the larger scheme of things? Is there any other party that will dampen the prospects of the BJP? Now, should Ramesh Jarkioli, Ishwarappa be re-inducted in the cabinet? Now, Ramesh Jarkioli had to be axed because of a sex scandal that came to light. Ishwarappa, because of a corruption case, a contractor who committed suicide and named Ishwarappa. In that, he was removed from the cabinet. How to benefit from Modi government's welfare schemes? Now, one thing's for sure that the Modi government have rolled out several welfare schemes, which it appears that the BJP in Karnataka has failed to capitalize on. Now, the handling of the BJP leaders who are unhappy with Bommai. We see fractionism in every party, and it's not alien to the BJP as well. We see BJP in Karnataka being a divided house at this point. How exactly will the Bommai government tackle those the friction there? Will the decision to rejig the EWS quotas really help or hurt the BJP? And of course, preventing the Vakaliga votes from going to the Congress. With much of the talk about Vakaligas now coming out, they already have a strong support within the Congress. The BJP also had a strong face from the Vakaliga community. They want to capitalize on that. Will they be able to really galvanize support there? Consolidation of Dalit votes, despite Kharge being at the Congress's help. Now, Congress being Mallikarjun Kharge being Dalit, it certainly will help Congress gain support of Dalits, but there are several schemes that the BJP has also doled out for the Dalit community. Will they be able to really capture that audience? Now, let me cut across to all the top concerns, key concerns here for the Congress party in Karnataka, who are really desperately trying to come to power because this will be their only gateway for a state like Karnataka and in the region of the south. Every other state, at least in Tamil Nadu, they're in an alliance. They hope to come in full power here in Karnataka. Handling DK Shivkumar and Siddaramaia's rivalry is really the key issue. The rivalry between the two has really hampered the Congress's credibility in the state of Karnataka. Now, tackling G. Parmeshwara, who's entered the race for chief ministerial face. Parmeshwar, right from the start, in fact, for decades now, has been eyeing to become the chief minister or chief ministerial face. Now, it appears that this time, with the friction between Siddaramaiah and DK Shivkumar, Parmeshwar is trying to push himself as a front runner. Siddaramaiah announcing his own assembly candidature. Of course, this even without the Congress High Command saying anything on this, Siddaramaiah has arbitrarily declared that he is the CM candidate. Now, countering BJP on communally polarizing issues, which is something that the Congress has been doing, but not vociferously. It appears that they've been lacking on that narrative as much as they should be speaking about it, considering they speak of a secular ideology. They aren't really pushing hard enough. Now, here the Congress will have to get Muslim votes without antagonizing the Hindu majority, which is the problem of the Congress in every different part of the country. Wherever they're fighting, it appears the minority vote bank is usually what they have, but that's irked the majority. Will they be able to fix that in the upcoming elections of Karnataka? Stop Muslims from going with the SDPI. That's another party that's really poked holes into the Congress's vote bank. The Muslims, will they really be fully consolidated and vote for the Congress is a question, considering there's SDPI. You never know. Asaduddin Owaisi's party might just be contesting from Karnataka too. We haven't heard of that as yet. Now, counter welfare schemes by the Modi government. Siddaramaiah is known to dole out policies and welfare schemes, but it appears that Modi has outbeaten him this time in Karnataka. Will there be any match in their manifesto? Remains to be seen. Now, match the BJP's election machinery. We know that BJP are war horses. They come with the most pompous campaigns, which usually enamels crowds. And with Prime Minister Modi coming down, quite often that translates to votes as well. Can the BJP's might and machinery really, will the Congress be able to counter that, is something that we've got to wait and watch. Now, dent the BJP's Lingayat and JDS's Vokaliga vote bank. Lingayat community, the largest community in Karnataka, supports the BJP usually. This time there seems to be a lot of stir, a protest, ask for reservation. Will the Congress really be able to capitalize on that? And of course the Vokaliga vote bank, which belongs usually to the JDS, how are they going to law them? Will they get support of the dominant mutts? So again, let me stress at this point, the Lingayat community, the mutts, etc., are all part. They're supporting the BJP unconditionally, but it seems like there's been some churn in the last few months. Will the Congress really be able to attract that vote bank? I'm cutting across to Sagai on that. Sagai Raj, you've been traveling the length and breadth of Karnataka at this point. The election mood is top-notch. BJP has already launched their massive campaigns. Congress passed, the Bharat Jodo Yatra passed through Karnataka. It did fairly well, but we don't see any big faces coming down as yet. Tell us a little more about the BJP's hurdles at this point, since they're the ruling.
Nabila, if you notice that Congress top leaders have not come here to Karnataka for campaign for the Congress party in the state, talking about Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi or any other top leaders from Congress party, nobody has come. Only AICC President Mallikarjun Kharge has campaigned in few places. But if you notice, with BJP, we have already seen several road shows, several campaign rallies done by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Amit Shah, JP Nadda, Rajnath Singh and several other leaders participating. As we speak now, we can see now the road show will begin anytime now from KR-Puram constituency, where national president of BJP party, JP Nadda, will be participating, and he will be also addressing a gathering in the government school in KR-Puram. BJP is trying to galvanize as much as vote as there are major setbacks, especially when it comes to corruption charges against them from Congress. And to do a damage control, there are top leaders who are coming out who are holding yatras, especially Vijay Sankalpa Yatra, which has been kick-started last week by JP Nadda, BJP president. And there are 4 different rallies which is covering across the state of Karnataka. And everything will confluence in Davangere, where a huge gathering, huge public rally which has been organized, where Prime Minister Narendra Modi will address that particular rally in the last week of March. So there is a plan for BJP where the top leaders are coming, but as of now, apart from Randeep Surjewala, who is also in charge of Karnataka, and AICC President Mallikarjun Kharge, nobody else is campaigning for Congress in the state of Karnataka.
Thank you very much, Sagai. The Congress, of course, it seems like they're low on cash at this point. They've been out of power, so they've got to spend it sparingly. While the BJP, we see with much pomp and fervor, they launch a campaign with JP Nadda initiating that. But at this point, BJP in Karnataka is facing serious heat over corruption charges looming on their own Neta, who was caught by the Lokayukta hoarding almost 8 crores in his bedroom and his offices. This was a corruption charge that was leveled against him. Of course, the BJP at this point in dire confusion on what to do, because Virupakshappa is known as B.S. Yediyurappa's loyalist. He is an integral part of the BJP, a senior Neta. The BJP, one should remember, has not axed him as yet. He's not been suspended from the party or removed at all. In fact, the party says that we will not tolerate corruption, but they have not really axed him. It appears because of the clout he holds. He has been on the run for 5 days and finally has managed to get anticipatory bail from the Karnataka High Court. Now, the accused MLA has reached the Lokayukta office in Bengaluru. The Lokayukta wing will be looking at answers for the source of that 6 crores or 8 crores cash that was found in his bedroom and his offices. Of course, Madal Virupakshappa was named as the prime accused in the case in the FIR. His son Prashant Madal was also caught accepting bribe red-handed. So this comes from, this is the MLA of Chennagiri, Davangere district, which is a BJP stronghold. And now this Panchamashali agitation that already was a setback for the BJP. This is another corruption case that come to light. The BJP stronghold of Davangere might really face dents with this kind of corruption allegation on their own Neta. All right, moving out of Karnataka, right after a short break, we're coming back with images of toxic smoke that's choking Kochi after a blaze that was reported at the Brahmapuram waste plant. It's been 7 days that we see smoke billowing. We're taking through the reasons of that on the other side of a short break. To stay with us.
India Today Conclave 2023, March 17th and 18th, New Delhi. Listen to Amit Shah, S. Jaishankar, Smriti Irani, Rajiv Chandrasekhar, Shashi Tharoor, Mohua Moitra, Raghav Chadha. The India Moment.
I had a dream when I was 8 years old. I wanted to touch the stars. And I thought, what is the easiest way to touch the stars? Let's become a pilot. When I was in 11th grade, as a pilot, I had to take science. One of my teachers at that point in time, she called me, Zoya, why have you taken science? I'm like, because I want to become a pilot. She says, have you seen like your, family background? Have you seen where you come from? Do you think you can become a pilot? Your family will not be able to make you, become a pilot. मैं बोलती हूँ, अगर मुश्किलें कम हो, तो फिर मज़ा थोड़ा कम आता है ना? लड़की है, अपना बड़े होके अच्छा सा लड़का मिल जाए और उसके बाद अपना घर संभालेगी, right? Those are the exact dreams that my mom had for me. That 8-year-old Zoya who pushed me when I was 8 years old, when everything seemed to go against me. still stays inside of me, and she continues to push me every single day to follow her dreams, to do more. I never wanted to play with dolls. They were not my thing. I wanted a telescope. So my mom was always scandalized by me from the very beginning. She thought that there is something deeply wrong with this one child that she has, that she wants to have a telescope and not kitchen set and Barbie dolls. But that's what I wanted. And when I broke the news to her that I want to become a pilot, she said that, oh my God, Bhagwan ne hamare ko ek hi bachchi di hai aur wo bhi itni alag si. So she started crying.
Very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking from the flight deck once again. Welcome on board. There's history creating maiden flight from San Francisco to Bengaluru.
For the first time in the aviation history, there was a crew, a team of all women who were flying over the North Pole on one of the world's longest, Air India's longest flight, between two Silicon Valleys, San Francisco to Bengaluru, which turned a whole new leaf in the world's aviation industry. The whole world was excited, and Air India was excited, India was excited, and we were beyond thrilled.
Right now, a fire at Kochi's Brahmapuram toxic waste plant has been raging on for the last 7 days and counting now. Both the Indian Navy and state officials have been engaged in firefighting operations. Residents have now been asked to stay indoors and wear a mask, with many senior citizens complaining of suffocation and dizziness. Here's a quick look at this report.
The Queen of Arabian Sea under a thick blanket of smoke. Kochi is living its worst nightmare. A fire that started at the Brahmapuram solid waste management site on the 2nd March is still raging. The Indian Navy and the state administration are engaging in firefighting operations.
You can see in the visuals the smoke that's coming out of the fire is covering the entire area. It's not just here. You can see in the that end corner where it's completely filled with smoke. The fire has not been fully doused. What we are understanding is the fire is right now under control, but you can see patches of fire here and there, and it will take another week, is what we are understanding, to completely douse the fire.
The Navy has deployed several helicopters to douse the fire that has made the city air toxic. People in Kochi and its suburbs are angry at the failure to control the fire. Schools and shopping malls in the region were shut for 2 days.
ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എല്ലാവർക്കും ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടാണ്. എല്ലാ പിള്ളേർക്കും വയസ്സായവർക്കും എല്ലാവർക്കും ശ്വാസം മുട്ടും ചുമയും. ഞങ്ങൾക്കൊന്നും ഇവിടെ നിൽക്കാൻ വയ്യ ഈ സമയത്ത് ഇത്തിരി കുറവുണ്ട്. വൈകുന്നേരം 3 മണിയൊക്കെ ആകുമ്പോഴത്തേക്കും പിന്നെയും തുടങ്ങും. കാറ്റ് വരുന്ന അനുസരിച്ചിട്ട് പുക കൂടിക്കൊണ്ടുവരും. രാത്രി ഒന്നും ഫാനൊന്നും ഇടാൻ പാടില്ല. വീട്ടിൽ എല്ലാ പുക അകത്തോട്ട് കയറി വരും. അപ്പോൾ 2 ദിവസമായിട്ട് പിള്ളേരൊന്നും ഉറങ്ങിയിട്ടില്ല.
एक हफ्ते हो गया, अभी तक खत्म नहीं हुआ. हमेशा रात में भी आता है, दोपहर को आता है, शाम को आता है. इसलिए बहुत मुश्किल है रात में सोने को और बहुत कष्ट होता है.
Heads are rolling. Ernakulam District Collector Renu Raj has been shunted out. NSK Umesh has taken charge as the new collector.
My predecessor, Dr. Renu Raj, has done some fantastic work in the last 10 days in terms of controlling the fire and working on long-term solutions. So there's a fantastic action plan already in place. I think it's my duty to ensure that the action plan is implemented. I think it's a tough situation, but I think we will be able to manage it.
The Kerala High Court racked district officials for waste mismanagement. In a scathing observation, the court said Kochi has become a gas chamber. A week after fire started at Brahmapuram, the people of Kochi don't know when the nightmare will be over. With Shibimol in Kochi, Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, that's it for now. We're slipping into a short break. Coming up next, our sports special with Nikhil Laz, where we see the Australian Prime Minister and Narendra Modi, both of them at Ahmedabad Narendra Modi Stadium as part of the Border Gavaskar Trophy. Diplomacy and sports, all in full view. Stay tuned.
Actor turned politician Khushboo Sundar. Khushboo, who recently was nominated as a member of the National Commission for Women, has opened up about her story of how she was sexually assaulted as a child and teenager by her own father. The BJP leader says that her father began abusing her at the age of 8 and she could only speak up against him after she turned 15. She added that when she eventually revolted against her father, he abandoned the family and they didn't know where the next meal would come from. Well, joining me now is Khushboo Sundar to tell us why she's come out and spoken out in this manner. Khushboo Sundar, you've come out openly, spoken out about sexual abuse you were inflicted upon as a child by your father. Huge admission that you've made, and it perhaps has taken you a lot of time to actually come out and go public with it. What eventually made you decide to speak out about the sexual abuse that you were confronted with as a child by your own father?
Rajiv, I think it's just, you need to find courage at some point to speak the truth, what you have been through. My daughters have been my biggest supporters, and it's not that they come to know about my sexual abuse through this news, what I've spoken. They have known about it much earlier. I did open to them about it, and they are aware of it. So my family, my husband or my children, it's not a news to them. They know about it. But to me, I think, when you look around, every time there's an abuse, every time there's a rape, the first thing what everyone wants to know is ask the girl, what did you do to provoke the man? तुमने क्या किया? तुमने कैसे कपड़े पहने थे? तुम उस वक्त वहां क्या कर रही थी? You would have spoken to him. You would have given him the lead to be there. I think an 8-year-old does not give any lead. Though who's raped does not give any lead when she is raped. A nun is raped, and who do you blame that for? I mean, it's crazy that every time the victim is asked these kind of questions and the perpetrators go free, unse koi sawal nahi puchta that what gave you the guts and courage to behave in such a beastly manner.
Hello and welcome to our special program, the grand finale. That's because we're talking about the fourth and final test between India and Australia. And the series right now is at a very interesting point. That's because India may be leading 2-1 in the series. But remember, this test match will also determine whether India make it to the World Test Championship final or not. They're up against a formidable opposition in Australia that were trailing 2-0 at one point, but then forced their way back into the series, winning the last test match. This time too, on day one of the test match, Australia have started well. That's what we'll be discussing in the next half an hour or so. But the special treat for all our viewers here on India Today is the fact that we're talking about the Border Gavaskar series, and we have both Sunil Gavaskar and Alan Border joining us live on our program. As I mentioned, we will